Hey friends, Uncle Dan here. I just added another organ to the Christmas album. This is a more recent Casavant. It's a 1960 Opus 2580. I'm at Trinity Memorial Episcopal Church in Binghamton. So, let's take a look at this organ. We have 4 divisions. We have swell, great choir, and a pedal, and we also have a floating nave division, which you can see by those pipes out front there. Once you see the organ on the Christmas album, you'll be able to tell better, a little bit better. So, let's start with the swell. I'm going to open the swell box. It's the smaller box that you can see behind me. There we go. So, here's the quinteton. Nice and gentle. We have an 8-foot Nachthorn. A 4-foot couple flutes to go along with it. There is a 4-foot Geigen. There isn't a principal on the swell, so we'll hear the Geigen by itself. With a Nachthorn. And top it all off, we have a 2-foot octave on top of that. We also have a 3-rank plein jeu on this swell. It's a lot more gentler than I would expect a plein jeu to be. And that's more or less the principal sort of chorus on this well. We do have a gamba. With a Celeste. There is a 2 2/3 rank pitched cornet, which is at 2 ranks, but I think something weird got mixed up with the wiring and the mechanics because it's spitting out some trumpets. We have, for reeds on the swell, we have 3. There's a 16-foot bassoon. We have an 8-foot trumpet. Yeah, you could hear it starting to get a little hot. It's hot up here, and the ceiling fans are on full bore, and it's still not helping. And it doesn't help the fact that there's not a ceiling fan in the apse here. We also have an 8-foot oboe. that's nice. And you could put the swell to swell 4. There is a tremolo, but it is dormant at the moment. Moving on down to the grate. I'm going to close the swell box. The grate is unenclosed. You can see by got a chunk of the principal chorus right out here. I know my big fat head is blocking it, but who cares? We have a 16-foot violon. And it has an extension at 8 feet. Let's bring the two of them together, and you know what, for the fun of it, let's bring the grate to grade 4. You have a little bit of a violon chorus. So, let's build up our principal chorus. We have an 8-foot principal. Four-foot octave on top of that. That's right in front here. The principal's in the back by the reeds. Then you have the 8-foot, the 4-foot in front of that. Then the flute in front of that, followed by the 4-rank mixture. Here's the 2-foot valve flute. And the 4-rank mixture pitched at 1 1/3. Here's our principal chorus. You know what? We could also add the 2-foot Nassard on top of that. Take the mixture off. You kind of hear it, kind of beefs the sound a little bit. There's also an 8-foot chimney flute. And it goes really, really well with the Nassard. There are 3 reed stops, two ranks of reeds. We have a trumpet at 16 foot. An extension at 8 foot. Bring back the trumpet 16 and the grade to grade 4. And believe it or not, the tuba, well, a lot of us organists associate a tuba as something powerful and something like tuba magna or tuba profunda or mirabilis. The tuba is the more gentle stop on this organ. It's the chorus reed. There is a set of chimes, but it is inoperable at this current moment. And our couplers, you have the great to great 4, you have swell to great 8 and 4, choir to great 16, 8, 4, and knave at 8. Speaking of knave, like I said at the beginning, this is a flowing division. Let's bring it on down to the great. And out front there is where the knave is. So here's our 8-foot mantra. Building on top of that is a 4-foot press stomp. A 2-foot 15th. And a 12th, 2 and 2/3. So that's the principal chorus in the nave. There are a few other flutes. There's an open flute, 8-foot. The 4-foot harmonic flute on top of that. And our string is the gemsworn. And that's the nave. Moving on down to the choir division, we have an 8-foot gedeckt. Yes, the choir is enclosed. I opened the swell shade box for you there. We have 2 sets of string. We have 2 celestes here. We have a Silesianal with a celeste. Here's a voice. We also have an 8-foot Urzaler. With the Undamaris to complement it. We have a 4-foot Spitz flute with a gedeckt. We have a principal. And this Because of the fact that the cornet on the swell is inoperable, the choir is where you'd want to build your cornet. So we'll bring the Nassard and the Tierce, and you have yourself a little bit of cornet. And again, the tremolo on this one, on this division, doesn't work still. And those are your flues. We do have two reeds. We have an 8-foot clarinet. Which apparently has a cipher. Here's the tuba. There we go. Ciphers are very common in the summer, so all my pipe organ players, be careful, take good care of your organs. So here's the tuba with the box open. And, just for yucks, choir 16 and choir 4. Very bombastic. Alright, moving down to the pedal division. The nave and the pedal are unenclosed, everything else is enclosed. So, you have a 32-foot bourdon, which is stupidly quiet on the lower octave. That's low C, and even I could barely hear it. For our principal chorus in the pedal, we have a 16-foot open wood. An 8-foot principal. And a 4-foot choral bass. Here's other stops. We have a 16-foot contrabass. Foot bourdon. A 16-foot violon. Borrowed from the grate and borrowed from the swell, we have the 16-foot quinteton. We do have an 8-foot flute. And an 8-foot violon to extend the 16. As far as our reeds, we have a 32-foot bombard. A 16-foot trombone. There you go. A 16-foot trumpet. basson. Borrowed from the swell. The 16-foot trumpet has an extension. And we also have an 8-foot tuba. And our 2 4-foots is a trumpet. And a 4-foot clarinet, borrowed from the choir. And so, reed playing them, because everybody loves to hear all the reeds together. And you could couple all the manuals at 8 foot. And that's basically it on this organ. It is nice and big and cool, and it's gotten a nice compact case. It's easily movable. It's on a moving platform. So there's Trinity for you.